Well, we're just gonna jump right back in, I guess, aren't we? I'm not gonna sit here and be the 47th YouTuber you watch that posts a video that's like, 2020 was hard. Yeah, it was hard. Like, it was hard for everyone on varying degrees. At the same time, it still doesn't really feel right to like jump back into making normal content with everything that's going on, especially in the United States recently. The first week of January was, it was something. And as much as I want to say that the last couple weeks that I took off, I took a complete break from social media and unplugged and like spent a lot of time outside, no, absolutely not. I think I was glued to my phone just like everybody else was. We lived through another global trauma. We lived through another trauma here on US soil. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'm probably the most active on there just because I feel like it's like the quickest, there's no editing involved or anything like that, and it's just the easiest way for me to stay connected. And I talk a lot about like social justice issues, anti-racism, etc., on Instagram, but those are just words. I'm not like saying that to pat myself on the back, but I am saying this to make perfectly clear here on this platform because I got a few messages over the course of the week saying things like, I love your thrifting videos, or I love when you talk about body confidence, but you talking about white supremacy makes me uncomfortable, and keep politics off of your platforms. And to that I say, if you are here to only watch thrifting content or me try on different sizes of jeans and not hear about anti-racism and condemning white supremacy and all the things that come along with it that just make up who I am as a person, then like this isn't the space for you. It feels weird that that even needs to be said, but I do feel like there's a lot of silence on this topic. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about it because again, it's like I'm not trying to come off as like this hero. It shouldn't, it's the bare minimum. Like condemning white supremacy is the bare minimum. So I just want to make that really clear before we dive into 2021 content. You know, I think a lot of things are going to stay the same around here, but I think a lot of things are going to change as well. And that's a whole other thing that like I felt like I sort of wanted to chat about as we jump into looking back at 2020 and then looking forward at 2021 is my content on this channel. You know, I love making the videos that I'm making right now. I love making fashion content. I love making confidence, self-love, all those different kinds of videos as well. But sometimes it can, I don't know, it can feel confining and it can also feel conflicting. And like, okay, there's just so much to talk about. I kind of wanted to make this video and just sort of like word vomit it all out and sort of let you know where I'm at with things, and then maybe we can work through it together. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I've got to be honest, I really spend way too much time thinking about how people will slice and dice my words, overanalyze them, use them against me, find something wrong with them, etc. But that's something I just have to let go. So I first want to say that I'm like in one of the most privileged positions to have this job, and the fact that I have consistent income during a global pandemic is, you know, important to recognize. This is my job, and you watching this video is part of my job, so I kind of just want to like be transparent at all times and let you know that sometimes I do struggle a bit with the kind of content I make. You know, it's interesting because when I first started watching like body confidence content, plus size try on hauls, you know, all sorts of different videos that revolved around self-love, body confidence, etc. It felt really amazing, and I felt inspired to start making videos like that of my own, and it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life, and I'm going to continue doing it, I will say. Those types of videos aren't going to come to a halt. I still want to do, you know, try on hauls, and I still want to do trying on different sizes, and I still want to make sure I'm finding affordable fashion for the people watching my videos, size inclusive fashion, sustainable fashion, etc., and we'll get there. But I do also feel that sometimes in making this type of content, it does really sort of focus around my body, and it puts my body at the forefront. Like it's sort of analyzed by people, and I'm forced to address things like weight gain and problem areas of my body and things like that. Not forced, I shouldn't say, but I feel compelled to, I guess I could say. And it does feel a little bit heavy at times, especially because I am not always in a great space with my body. And currently, I would say over the last like 2 months or so, I'm in one of the lower points. And I feel like I always say that, but then it just like it gets lower and lower. All of our mental health has suffered in one way or another in 2020. And I'm obviously not saying that mine is worse than anyone else's, but there have been some pretty low moments. And, you know, the sort of like obsession with my body image, feeling like I've made 12 steps forward in my body confidence journey and then like 10 steps backward is really frustrating. It's really draining. So sometimes when that's going on and then I have to like sort of put on a happy face and do a try on haul or having to answer questions on what my measurements are, it can feel like a lot. It can feel like it makes me not want to make those kinds of videos anymore, and I really don't want that. I don't want to get to a point where I'm burned out or where I'm like focusing so much on my body that like I don't want to make videos at all. And I feel really grateful because sort of towards the end of 2020, I started experimenting with other content like home decor and things like that. And for the most part, a lot of you really enjoyed seeing that. I know you all love seeing my story times and big sis advice and things like that. So I'm really excited to make more videos like that in 2021. Like I'm just really, really excited to focus on those things. And then the other side of the conversation is consumption. That's another thing that a couple people have messaged me about here and there, but it's more me and just my own internal thing that I've been going through. And again, being perfectly honest, I did a massive closet purge when I first moved into this house, and then I did a couple when I lived in LA still, like right before we moved back to Arizona. Keeping my closet and just my wardrobe in general in it like a manageable size is like work. It's constant work because I am ordering so many clothes for videos, and for the most part it's like been totally fine. And you know, clothes come in, clothes come out. I rarely donate things. I most often resell them, and so it feels like they're going to a good place, but at the same time, it's a lot. It's a lot. This most recent closet purge that I did, I decided like during this break that I took like a 2-week break from YouTube. I was like, I'm gonna get some stuff around the house done, and one of those things was organizing all of my closets. And here in this room that I film in, I have a closet that I dedicate to like clothes that I'm gonna try on for videos, packages, things like that. And in this closet, I had all of the clothes that needed to be donated or sold or whatever. And it was such an overwhelming amount of clothing. I mean, I'm still going to be needing to post on Poshmark and Depop like 3 or 4 more times, maybe more, because there's just such a massive number of items in there. And that was a huge eye-opening moment for me. It was like, what one human needs this many clothes? None. I mean, I don't even go anywhere. I literally don't leave my house. I can count on like 2 hands the amount of times I've left my house since March. So it feels really like shitty to come on my channel and be like, I'm trying to be as sustainable as possible, and then like film, you know, try on hauls where I buy like 10 to 15 items of clothes every single time I shop. Honestly, I sort of started talking about this at the beginning of 2020 when I went thrifting. I noticed that when I would go thrifting, like in thrift stores pre-pandemic, sad. I had a dream that I went thrifting the other day, and I didn't even think of COVID in my dream, and then I woke up and I was like morbidly depressed. But anyway, when I would go thrifting, I found myself just buying like so many clothes, like just so many different items, anything that I thought was cute, whether it was gonna fit or not, because it was so cheap. That's not the way to go about it, you know? So I remember making, I think it was my very last thrifting video that I made in 2020. I was like, my thrifting videos are gonna change this year. Like, I feel like I just need to focus less on the actual haul and focus more on the hunt. I think I talked about that a lot, like quite a few times in thrifting videos. And that's sort of the route that I'm like going down when it comes to just buying clothes in general. I love doing videos where I try on like Aerie's newest collection or something from ASOS, and I still will do that. I'm just going to really try to like reel that in a bit. I don't really feel comfortable like as far as ethicality and sustainability goes, like having that many clothes and buying so much fast fashion. But at the same time, and then this is sort of like the last point I'm gonna make, I talk about this so often on my channel, but I genuinely struggle because I can't just sit here and make a video saying like, you should only shop sustainable and ethical brands, when number one, most of the time they are so incredibly limited in sizing. Like, they go up to like a size large in their opinion, which is like a size 10 to 12, which isn't even the average size of the American woman, which is a size 16 to 18. So when these brands come out with extended sizes, it's really just like catering to the majority. It's not extended at all. And then also, you know, it's expensive. Like, not many people I know can afford a $160 dress. It makes more sense to go to a place that's much more affordable and you can get like a whole haul of clothes for $160. I get why shopping sustainably is better, and I'm still going to do that in any way I possibly can because I think it's so important for the environment. I will try to find as many sustainable, ethical brands as I can, but to be truthfully honest with you, there aren't many that I fit into or that haven't had some sort of like exposure of how racist they are. You know, it really makes it limited. And I know that fast fashion brands aren't any better. It just makes it so it's like, okay, so then what do I do? Just go thrifting while we're in a pandemic? And then also now thrift stores are being gentrified incredibly badly. So anyways, I'm just sort of, there's an airplane going by, whatever. I'm just ranting about sort of where my head space is right now. While I love this job and while I love having it and totally recognize that it's like probably the best job I'm ever gonna have, I struggle with it sometimes. I struggle with being like, let's be sustainable and ethical, and then like I'm not at all times, you know? And I think that striving for perfection is really unhealthy. I think like making a difference in as many ways as you can is the way to go. But yeah, I kind of always have this sort of like inner voice, like, am I doing this wrong? Am I wasting my platform by promoting the wrong things? Maybe I'll just focus more on like the body confidence side of things and less on the fashion side, but like most of you are here for fashion, you know, I don't know. So it feels conflicting. I have a list written down of sort of the direction that I want my content to go. Yeah, I'm just letting you know where I'm at. You know, looking back at 2020, I do feel like I have a lot to improve on, but I also feel like I've grown a lot. And as long as you all keep growing and evolving with me, like we'll be good. And I know a lot of you who watch these videos, like of course want to see the American Eagle hauls and want to see the Hollister hauls and want to see the Target hauls, but also are trying to be more sustainable in your daily lives as well and shop more ethically. And you know, I have these sort of like, I always talk about this in videos, I have these tugs of war happening like in my brain where I want to focus on affordable fashion and size inclusive fashion and accessible fashion. But then on the other hand, I really want to be as ethical and sustainable as possible. I love thrifting, you know, and it's like, I wish that there was a way that like those could all be the same thing. I'm working on it. I'm definitely gonna make mistakes. I am not perfect in any way, shape, or form, but I hope that you will still be along on this journey with me as like every year I try to just get a little bit better and shop smaller as much as I can and shop Black-owned businesses as much as I can and just consume less, like not buy so damn much and be like overwhelmed by the amount of shit that I have in my life. I don't know if like any of this came across well, but I say that in like every video, so I don't know, I guess I'll see when I edit. But regardless, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited for another year of content. Moving into 2021, no, we do not have space for white supremacy and racism. Yes, we are going to try and be more ethical, more sustainable in any way we can, but yes, we are also going to focus on size inclusivity, body confidence, affordable fashion, etc., etc. But then also we're going to focus on like other content, home decor. My next haul, my next video is going to be a haul of some small business stuff. I want to do a room makeover in here. I want to completely redo this room. I think that'll be really fun. You know, just try and keep it spicy, keep it fun, but be better, I guess. And it's gonna be just, you know, most of the year, probably me still in this very bedroom. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you and love you, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye.